Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. Hey, I'm Colin Walker. We've met before. I'm here from DevCentral for DCTV. We're here with one of the PMs at F5. This is Mike Krasnow.
How you doing?
How's it going, Mike?
Good.
Mike's going to give us a sneak peek at one of the new cool toys from F5. This is the new Viprion platform.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's our new chassis and blade architecture.
Very cool. And even though we've cut the table already, this is effectively an unboxing because we didn't want to wield knives in here. This is exactly as it should sit when people order it, more or less, right?
Essentially.
Essentially.
Yeah.
This is the development look at that. So we're going to
Yeah.
have the manuals and stuff, but this is what it's going to look like. And we're going to go ahead and open it up and see what's inside.
Right.
Right? Cardboard. Lots of cardboard.
Lots of packing materials here.
All right, so how do I open this thing here?
Probably get rid of this guy.
Okay.
We've got
All kinds of bubble pack and power cables and all sorts of stuff in there.
So we've got, let's get these guys out of the way.
Okay.
Lots of heavy duty 20 amp power cables here.
Goodness, great. Is it 3 of them? 4 of them?
Should be 4.
Jeez, okay.
Got 4 power supplies in there, 4
4
cables.
makes sense. 4 cables, all right, so you're all set there. We can catch one for you.
Nope, there's the 4th one.
And so this is the chassis itself as it sits in the box. Pretty well packed in there. Wrapped in plastic the whole bit. All right, so should we get this thing out of here?
Let's do this.
Put it on the table? Yeah, put it on the table here. Notice that there are 2 of us lifting this thing. These are pretty heavy duty units. All right, get the box out of the way here. So there it is. That's the new Viprion, huh?
So this is the unit without any blades in there. You can see that all these pieces are field replaceable. So like even this LCD panel comes off.
Oh, nice.
So even if this guy fails in the field, you can pull it off.
So if there's a malfunction on just about any piece of the hardware, you're not stuck yanking the entire chassis.
Correct.
Which is nice.
And you've got all these hot swappable power supplies here too. And there's
4 of them.
4 of these guys in here. and a fully loaded unit with 4 blades in there, you still have 2 redundant power supplies.
Oh, good. So it doesn't require all 4 to run.
Yeah, and these guys are deep too.
Yeah, they are.
Probably the biggest power supply you've seen in a while.
It's so space efficient this way.
Yeah.
But man, that's beefy.
And then same thing with the fans too. Let's say one of your fans goes out.
Before you yank that, I want to get Jody a look at the side. This thing
Oh,
is
go
pretty
ahead.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to rotate this a little bit. Look at the fan bracket from the side. So that's cooling. I noticed when I pulled it out of the box, I had to make sure I mentioned that from building gaming rigs at home, we have all the fans everywhere and the
Sure.
side bracket. This puts all of that to shame. So, all right. So what we're going to show us, you're going to yank this.
I want to power this thing on and hear how loud it is.
Maybe we'll do that at the end so we don't have to yell over it.
I don't think we have the right kind of power in here actually.
Oh, you're probably right.
So these.
We just have wussy 110 amp power in here.
So unlock the fans here, and this too. If one of your fans goes down, you can just in the field drop in another fan tray here.
Which is really
And
nice.
like Colin said, there's a whole lot of freaking fans on this thing.
Oh man, that thing's not overheating, that's for sure. Well, and I like, again, just showing that all these pieces do come out pretty easily too. It's not like
Yeah.
it requires a full toolkit or anything.
Exactly.
It makes it, because this chassis, once you get some blades in here, this is going to represent a whole lot of throughput, a whole lot of, you don't want to be yanking these chassis, right?
Yeah, you got up to 40 gigs going through this.
Right,
thing.
it's going to represent a lot of downtime for a lot of folks to replace one. So it's good that all this stuff is field replaceable individually.
Did you say 40 gigs?
40 gigs, that's correct. 40 gigs of layer 7 throughput.
I should have acted more surprised, shouldn't I? Oh well, it's okay. That's pretty serious though, it's a pretty big number.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of traffic.
It's a whole lot of traffic.
And that's the number with all 4 blades in there.
Of course.
Let's get down in there.
Can you see the backplane back there?
Yeah, so that's where all the...
Can you tell us about that a little? The backplane, is there anything special to note back there?
Well, the back plane is all completely passive. So if a blade fails, the other blades can just pick up traffic seamlessly, and that's part of the magic there. I don't know if you should show that too closely.
Really important though, the idea of the seamless failover and the ability to roll through blades and that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So we can add blades without disruption and take them out of the pool without
Right,
disruption.
and it's a good point to note, we can take them out, right? They don't have to fail for the seamless failover.
Correct, you can also just remove them.
If we need to remove them, say we actually have 2 of these chassis and one has 3 blades and we buy a new one with 1 blade, we could easily pull one, that kind of thing, to make sure we get the most utilization where we need it.
Or let's say you just ran a Super Bowl ad and you need to put the blade on
Absolutely.
your website.
Absolutely.
Pull it out of
You
your
take it
internal
from
network.
the internal network for a week or whatever it is. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Speaking of blades, we have a couple
Oh, yeah,
of
you
over
wanna
here
crack
too,
one of these
right?
open?
Okay, let me get one of these down here. This is not nearly as heavy. I can lift that myself. Okay.
So again, lots of padding here.
Yeah, they're packed in there pretty well. And these are the development units, right? So this is probably not even quite as robust as the
That's correct.
production
This
stuff.
is alpha builds even.
Okay. Get this off of there. You want to grab the box out from
Yeah.
there? Box number 2. More padding. Wow. It's a big box, just a little thing. Okay. So walk us through this here real quick.
You have the static bag.
Probably smart.
Pull it out of there.
Yep.
You're grounded, right, Colin?
Yeah. That was exactly what went through my mind. Okay, well.
So
Wow.
lots of RAM, lots of storage, lots of processing power. You got.
Is that
two
super
dual-
secret too, or can I video that one?
Can you do this?
Well, I guess if you buy one, you'll see this too.
That's
So,
right.
So yeah, you got 4 cores, so you got 2 dual processors on there.
And what speed are these running, you know?
It's 1.6 gig, I want to say.
Right now.
Yeah.
Very cool. And the lots of RAM part, you should note, Joe, that this isn't all the RAM. There's actually 3 sets of 2 here that you can plug in, it looks like.
Get
Is that
around
right,
that,
Mike?
so-
Yeah, I think it's 8 gigs total.
Right, so you're up to 8 gigs total. So that is not just one set there. Very cool. And that thing should just slide into the chassis,
Yeah,
right?
it's really that easy.
You too can do it.
Yeah. So this is the second time I've ever done this. So
Hey, you know, let's
See if she works.
let's see, just line it up. There we go.
Wow.
Unlocked.
That's a good thing to note here too, Joe. Can you get this right here? There's a lock-unlock knob.
So you've got a little key there or a little knob there to lock it. So
So
you
once
just
it is in place, you can lock it in so it's not going anywhere, which
Actually.
makes sense.
You wanted to pop these out first. You pop those out, and they've got a little hook that grabs the inside of the chassis,
Just got a hot swap hard drive.
and then you turn the knob till it goes green. And then
Nice.
you're good to go.
Wow. That's
So you've
it.
got-
No cables, no connectors, no nothing.
That's it.
So what are the, you want to explain the ports on here?
Yeah, you've got your management port, a couple of USB ports, console cable, so serial cable to log in, V200, failover cable so you can do active standby pairs.
Active standby pairs of
Of chassis.
Of
So in
chassis.
addition to having the blades, the redundant blade failover.
because
you
all
can have-
4 of these. I'm going to say it again. All 4 of these are already redundant. Right? These are already failover
Correct.
configured by being in the same chassis.
So you can set up a second level of redundancy.
Right. So now you're
Yeah.
failing over between effectively 8 systems.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
You got 10 gig interfaces here, XFPs. You got 2 of those, and then your standard Ethernet, 10100, 1000, and then SFPs here for
Nice.
gig Ethernet.
Nice. So you're
So-
saying there's some options.
Yeah, lots of
Yeah.
ports, lots of options.
So what are the USBs for?
We can do software upgrades over USB. So if you release the latest version of firmware, you can just pop in a USB drive and do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
We've had that capability for a while.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Can we power it on by chance?
I don't think we can in here.
Oh,
actually.
not the right cable,
Yeah.
not the right power outlet. That's right. But we'll get the noise level. We walked into the lab the other day.
Yeah.
We heard some of these things running, so we don't know what they sound like. Anything else that we should tell the good listeners at home? I mean, this looks like we've got most of it going at this point. We've seen the chassis. We've seen all the parts that come off that allow you to do in-rack replacement, so you don't have to actually
Yeah.
yank the chassis and down your network. We've seen the blade, what it looks like, what kind of parts we have on there, how you install it. I'm actually really surprised at how easy it looks like each of these pieces is to install. I mean, they all have the same looking, where you have the lock green to red, so
Yeah.
it's all standardized, where it's not like the fan tray comes out with 2 thumb screws, but the blade comes out differently, but the LCD, it's all the same.
It all
It's
just
nice.
pops right out.
Yeah, it's very nice. Oh well?
Pretty slick. Hey, as far as the casing itself, it's like a 6 or a 7U or what?
It's 7U.
7U?
7U.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it just it looks like it's not super deep, so it should
Yeah,
fit.
7U and rack mounted. We don't have on here is the little ears to rack mount it. But
Right,
Those are
but those come with it, right, yeah. This is fun back here, just, you know, look at the back, it's talking about the 4 power supplies.
Oh, there you go.
So what you're looking at there is the AC version. We've also got a DC version.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So for service providers and guys that are going DC, they've got an option too.
Nice. Very cool, man. Well, it sounds like this thing is pretty packed out of the box.
Yeah.
And so as far as speeds are concerned, this is one thing I wanted to ask. So we just have one blade in here now. This is equivalent to, like, if we just had the chassis and one blade versus what kind of F5 box is on the market right now, what are we looking at?
It's
roughly.
almost identical to A800 as far as
Really?
performance goes. So it's really, this right here is like our top of the line box today.
Right.
And
Even just
then,
with one blade in it.
yeah, and so you add 4 blades and it's 4 times better than the top of the line box
Which-
you got today.
Most of our customers would kind of chuckle at because there are very few, not the challenge out there, because I'm sure anybody can overload a box, but really the 8800 today is pretty top of the line. There's
Yeah.
not much out there that competes, right? So
Yes.
having 4 of them stacked in a case, that's pretty serious stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of traffic. So right now you're looking at 10 gigs of traffic with 4 blades. You're looking at 40 gigs of traffic.
And that's 40 gigs of layer 7 traffic.
Correct.
Wow. Wow. All right, man, cool. Well, thanks for letting us get a sneak peek. We'll share this with the DevCentral folks as soon as we can, and let you know what they think.
Hey, you're welcome.
Thanks a lot, man.